So I'm on my own for dinner tonight. Wife's working late and she's got rugby practice afterwards, so I don't want to make a full meal. So I guess I'm going to have to rummage around in the old fridge and try to figure out what the devil I'm eating. You ever have that problem? Welcome once again to Amy Mac Cooks. So I'm going to open this scary silver box here and see what I can find. Let's see. What's this? Looks like I've got a tonkatsu pork chop that's left over. Maybe you can do something with that. Hey! Weipaa! Got some green onions. Garlic. I got an idea. What? Weipaa? This? You don't know what Weipaa is? Oh, come on. Everybody knows what... You don't know what Weipaa is. Alright. So Weipaa. Obviously... No, not obviously. I'm gonna make some ramen. And some of the best ramen you'll ever eat comes from this little can right here. Weipaa. You can't get it at your Asian market. You can't get it at your grocery store. You gotta go to Amazon and look it up. I promise you they sell it. And it is some strange stuff, I will tell you that. But you gotta trust me, it makes some of the best soup base you've ever tasted. I'm gonna show you. It does look a little weird. It's kind of the consistency of hard margarine. But combine this with some water and some garlic and some soy sauce and you've got yourself a really nice soup. So, without further ado, let's make a single gal for the night some dinner. Okay, for your soup base, you're going to need 2 cups of water, a tablespoon and a half of the Weipaa, a tablespoon of soy sauce, and a teaspoon of squeezy garlic, or, a clove of garlic chopped up if you want to use fresh. So just to give you a better look at the Weipaa up close and personal, that's what it looks like once you get it out of the can. Like I said, it's kind of like hard peanut butter. It's really hard to describe the consistency of the stuff. It's just really kind of strange, but it will melt once you get it heating in the water, and like I said, it becomes a very delicious broth. All right, I hear you. But what's in the little red can besides that weird substance you keep showing us? So, Weipaa is a combination of seasonings and a pork and chicken stock. So, that's what's in it. It's nothing scary. And what it's used for, besides soup bases, it's also used in fried rice. I don't know why it's so hard to come by in the United States. I've done some Google searches. At one point, you couldn't get it in the States for some reason. But now apparently you can get it on Amazon at least. I have not found it in any of my Asian markets, or certainly not in a local grocery store. But Amazon does carry it. Now it usually comes through an Asian market. I think they're based in California. So at least you can get it there. So, they come in these little 250 gram tins. Will last you quite a while because you don't ever use very much of it. A little bit goes a long way, and it keeps for a really long time. But I'm telling you, it's tasty stuff. It makes great ramen soup base, and I'm told you can make fried rice with it. And as soon as I figure that out, we'll be making some. As always, you can use any ramen you'd like. But you know my rule. You open up that packet of ramen, and after you dump all the curlicues that fall out into your $4.99 microwave noodle cooker, you take that sodium surprise packet and you throw it away. Alright, so our broth is heating. And you want to heat it at about, medium to medium high-ish, medium low if you like, depending on how long you want to take to make your broth. And basically you want to heat it until everything is incorporated into the water. I've still got some of my my garlic there floating around, my squeezy garlic, but it all will melt and become a nice clearish broth when it's heated through. So I will bring you back when that's done. But let's address our noodle situation. Alright, so using our handy dandy $4.99 top ramen microwave cooker, we're just going to, I think you can see the line is right here. We're just going to fill that with water. And then we're going to pop it in the microwave for 3 minutes. Alright, so in addition to some noodles to nuke, I've got a cold pork chop to address. So, I want this nice and hot when I put it in my noodles. So, I am going to pop it in the air fryer for a few minutes to heat it up. So, probably 370 for about, 4 minutes should do the trick. So, let's just dump it in my preheated basket. This is already cooked, so literally it just needs to heat back up. And of course, I told you about that fun feature, didn't I? With the Go Eyes. I will address that and bring you back. Alright. We got the pork chop reheating. I'm going to start my noodles on to cook. I have a hard-boiled egg in the fridge that's cooling that I cooked earlier in my pressure cooker. That's something that you should know. With a pressure cooker, you can boil eggs. The Go Eyes has an egg function on it. So 5 minutes for hard-boiled, 3 minutes for medium-boiled, and 1 minute for soft-boiled. Really handy, and someday we'll do a video on that, but there's plenty of videos out there on YouTube. So you can look it up already if you wanted to, if you really need that. But I always like a nice soft-boiled egg on top of my ramen, so I'm going to get to peeling that egg so it's ready to go when all my stuff comes together. And so when we get everything all done here, I'll bring you back as we put my my bachelorette night dinner together. Okay, so this is our ramen pre-topping. We've had a minor egg-tastrophe. By egg-tastrophe, I dropped the egg as I was trying to peel it, and there was canine intervention. So, we never look at those things as problems. We look at those as opportunities. So I'm in the process of making a small omelet to add to my supper here, so I'll bring you back when I get that topping ready. See guys, never a kitchen mistake, only little opportunities to do something different. Alright, now we've got a lovely, very thin omelet that I'm going to slice into nice little strips to add to our ramen. These are really easy to cook. 2 tablespoons of butter and simply beat 1 egg and put in a whoa, there goes the camera. Like I said, I do not have the best camera equipment, kids. It's an iPhone and a tripod. So cut that in thin strips, cut it in half, and then we're going to put that on top of our ramen and serve it up. Probably with one of these little thin omelets, you could probably do 2 bowls of ramen, but I'm feeling pretty hungry, so I'm going to put the whole darn thing in. And then I will show you the finished product, and we will eat this bad boy up. All right, there is our finished product. It is cram-packed with toppings. We've got some pork tonkatsu, a thin omelet, some scallions, some sriracha, and underneath all of that is that lovely Weipaa broth with our lovely ramen noodles. So now there's nothing left to do but dig in. All right, let's have a bite. Get some egg and some noodle here. Eating with chopsticks is always fun. But hey, I enjoy it. It's really good. The sriracha makes it nice and spicy. The eggs are the perfect consistency, even coming out of the microwave. And that Weipaa is so, so tasty. It makes the best broth. Pork or chicken goes quite well with that broth. Now let's taste a little bit of that leftover pork. Just great, reheated in the old air fryer. So what have we learned? Well, we've learned not to take a bite and then ask a question. We've learned that I need a new tripod, or at least to plan my shots better. We've learned about Weipaa. Weipaa is a great thing to have on hand, especially if you like ramen like I do. Seriously, folks, it's great, it tastes great, it works well with both chicken and pork if you want to use that as a topping for your ramen. And I am on a one-woman crusade to help you have ramen that doesn't suck. It costs a little bit. It's like $12 a can, but it will last you several months. Like that can I've had for about 4 months. I'd say it'll easily last me 6 months. So your initial outlay of money is not so bad in terms of how long it will last you and how much soup it will make you. So there's that. Just keep that in mind, and it's way better than the sodium surprise that comes in the packet of ramen. The other thing that we've learned is kitchen mishaps happen, and we just have to view them as opportunities. I got a chance to make a thin omelet to try on my my ramen, and it's quite tasty. I would have much preferred to have had my soft-boiled egg. That's what I like on my ramen. But hey, this is great. I got to show you guys another topping option. Worked out just fine. So, just remember, if Amy Mac cooks, just about anybody else can too. Hope you're having a great night. I will talk to you soon.